Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Lawrence back at it here again, recording from the next day, day 2 of my Prague trip. Yeah, I wasn't able to talk much last night before I went to bed because, again, I was tired as hell and drunk too because I had a lot of, glasses of Pilsner. So, yeah, you could tell that I clearly wasn't able to think coherently nor speak. So I figured that a proper settled down talk like this would probably be better reserved for the next day. So yeah, but I got a good night's of rest. I think I slept for about 10 hours, which yeah, after almost 12 hours of constant traveling and shifting time zones and whatnot, I think that sleep was certainly overdue. So, but now I'm finally here, doing a little, not an after action report. What's the word for it? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even care. I guess I'm just gonna start touring this little Airbnb here, like I said I would. So, yeah. This is a pretty great Airbnb, I gotta say. It is a studio, so not a proper apartment, but that's fine because I'm not. I'm the only one here, and I'm not gonna bring anybody else. Just need a place I can settle and relax after a day's worth of fun. So, and this is the perfect place for it. So, yeah. As you can see, I have the kitchen right here. Don't mind the laptop. It's just a close place for a charger, so that's fine. There's a little table. There's a couch. There's some lamps. Big ass window. Oh yeah, I should say we are on the ground floor, which is why it looks like we're a little bit underground, but it's okay. Because it actually helps with the temperature insulation in a way. So there's a little desk. There's that unfinished Haribo gummy bears. There's some closets and even an oven. Yeah, it's a strange place to put it, but it's okay. Let's see if there's anything inside. All right. Probably not going to use it, but hey. And then there's the bed. Aha. Yep. It's above, close to the ceiling. I don't know what you call a bunk bed. Nah, I forget the term. So, yep. And here's a little, bird's eye view overview shot of the Airbnb. So, yeah. I like this place. I like this place a lot. I genuinely do. Yeah. So, some interesting art over there. Yeah. And then let's see the restroom. Yeah. The restroom is also pretty tall for whatever reason, but yeah. It's got a washing machine. It's got a shower with a barrier, which is nice. So yeah. Overall, I am very glad that I chose this place. Amazing place for sure. Yeah. What else is there to cover? Oh yeah. Yesterday, having my fun with Cap. Yeah. You guys, if you haven't seen part 1 of the trip yet, basically met up with him at Andel Station, which is where one of the big malls are. And then we just started strolling around the city. Yeah, we visited a cathedral. We visited a TV tower. What else is there? Oh, we also explored the metro, which goes really deep underground. Which, if you don't understand the Cold War context of it, yeah, it was kind of a dual purpose platform to also serve as a shelter in case of a nuclear attack. So, but hopefully, fortunately, those days are behind us. I hope. Hope I didn't jinx myself. And then, what else? Oh yeah, we visited the Central Square, from I think the New Town Square is it called, where the statue is, and then the Old Town Square where all the other cathedrals and whatnot are housed. Oh, and we also got to see the astronomer clock, which we arrived there right on time, at like 5:55 or something, because every top of the hour the astronomer's clock rings with these really interesting contraptions. You'll see the clip of it if you've see part 1, or if you have, then yeah, you've seen it. So yep, there's that. And we also ate at the same restaurant twice. Once for lunch, where I had the traditional Czech pork belly, is it? No, pork cutlet. I forget the name of it, but you'll see a picture of it right now if you don't know or haven't seen part 1. And we came back there to eat some pizza too, because apparently, according to Cap, their pizza is absolutely amazing, and he was right. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish it, so I had to pack the rest, 2 remaining slices back, but it was certainly one of the best margarita pizzas that I've eaten. And, well, yeah, drink a lot of Pilsner. There's no way you can visit Prague without drinking a Pilsner, so. And I also got to try their signature soft drink, the Kofala, which, I'll be honest, it doesn't really taste like a soda necessarily. I mean, there is some carbonation, but it's not like Coca-Cola or Sprite, where the carbonation is really strong. But then again, that's apparently kind of its signature thing, so hey. In terms of taste, it's a little bit citrusy, but also has that medicinal herbish taste to it. It's kind of hard to describe. Yeah. As that one interviewer from the meme said, it's, how can I describe you? Or as the pastor said, confusion of the highest order. If you understand the meme, you'll get the reference. Yeah. So, anyways, yep, that's a little initial day that wraps up day 1, I guess, of my arrival in Prague. So now that it's the next day, what are we gonna do today? Well, in a couple minutes, I'm gonna head out to meet the Cap again, and we're gonna visit. I think it's the National Museum or the Technical Museum. The name loses me. Whatever. And then we're gonna have a lunch sometime. Yeah, probably a late lunch or something. And then we're gonna see the Cold War Museum, which is apparently on top of an actual bunker. Yeah, that's cool. Like, we're both very excited for that. We even have a reservation set up. So, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be missing out on that. And then after the Cold War Museum, we're gonna take a train out to a little bit of the outskirts of Prague and see the Aviation Museum, which apparently is like a whole airfield full of these Cold War airplanes. A lot of them which used to be under the service of communist Czechoslovakia and whatnot. So yeah, I've been to a lot of aviation museums in the US, but as you can guess, the aircrafts in those places are primarily US and other like Western nations based. And yeah, here it's going to be interesting to see the other side of the Iron Curtain, to see a lot of MiGs and Sukhois and a lot of old Soviet aircraft, and Czechoslovak ones too. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to this very long day. But hey, that's what we're here for. Make the most of it. Yeah, right. All right. Well, I will see you guys outside as soon as I get dressed here and head out, so I don't want to keep the Cap waiting. All right, this is Mr. Lawrence checking out. I will see you outside, probably at Andel Station. Peace. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Damn. Check samples. See the castle. It's Ministry of Interior of the Czech Republic and McDonald's. Yeah, this building looks like it's about to collapse anytime soon. It's Cold War. It's from the 70s apparently. Translates to National Technical Museum. Okay. Wow. Get it.
Near a hydroelectric dam.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, the dam didn't have like any grates on the intake.
Mm-hmm.
They were diving like right near them, and they suddenly turned the turbines on. So yeah,
Very much shredded.
that is to be horrifying, honestly.
Yeah.
It's Czechoslovak, like 1920s, 1930s, like industrial machines. And I mean full, there was like hundreds of them. Like I have no idea where we got so many. That was just insane. Like this one time, I was injured, I think, and I couldn't like go for my PE lesson. Republic, Czechoslovakia. Joined up with the RAF.
This looks like a sled plane almost. Got the sled in the middle. You got the wingspan on the side. It's another plane. Are those gliders?
Yeah, those are.
Damn. I wonder how they got it off the ground. They like have like
Behind the plane.
yeah. Gotcha. Huh. That's cool. That's another one. Oh my god. It's like a good luck well. I'm not sure hot air balloons translate to lucky, considering all the accidents that happened.
There's still a lot of hot air enthusiasts in the countryside.
People just don't care. That is a tiny ass helicopter, wow.
I mean, didn't the US use like a similar one in Korea?
Yeah, uh-huh.
From Bell.
I forgot the name as well, but
But
yeah.
I think this one is even smaller.
A couple air shows that fly these planes, yeah.
I don't think you're gonna find like an air show where this one doesn't appear like at least once.
Yup. Here's somebody's favorite plane. Look, what the? There's a Czech Me-262. How? Is it like a war trophy almost?
Should be something. Which number is it?
7.
7. S90. Avia S92. The first Czechoslovak Avia S92 television, which is the designation in this country for originally German Messerschmitt. Okay.
It's probably like a war trophy or something. You know, or
No, I
reparations.
think it was actually produced by us based on German lines.
Oh, really?
I think that's what they mean to imply.
So let me get to the actual Cold War stuff. Yep, MiG-29. There's the hind. I think it's a mill 8. Yeah. And a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. Put an actual plane on the rooftop, wow.
Ask him to identify.
Yeah, probably. Oh, back in the city square, boys. Yeah. Much better weather.
That was the most awesome
I'm
reaction.
used to people from tweeting poorly, so that's...
Back where we are. Back in Old Town Square. Welcome to the river, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The Prague River, and it's Charles Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Soon they're gonna do a little flyover of the British Red Arrows. I think it's the British Air Force is the equivalent of the Thunderbirds or Blue Angels. Yeah, it's gonna happen anytime soon. I can't talk. There's the Charles Bridge, Prague Castle. Side of the river. And don't fall in there. Oh, I see it. It's coming. I see a reflection. I see the smoke trails. There they are. smoke. Oh. And there's the smoke. Wow, look at that. Especially during the Christmas market, yeah. Yeah. And after baking out in the sun for so long. Oh, and the wind as well. So there's the museum building. And what the hell is this guy doing here? Mr. Putin right here. And there's little Nixon. Mr. Lornor, I think you should recognize this guy. He's the reason why you guys are independent. And there's the Dalai Lama. And there's a little park. Welcome to the park. It's so nice and cool in here. Damn, they're baking in the sun for so long. Yeah. Make our way to the river. It's called a lock? Yeah, well, you just saw a boat going to a lock. Yeah, it's nice to be in a little bit more quieter side of Prague. Oh man, it looks so peaceful here. And there's the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the Japanese embassy. This is where all the Czech weeaboos gather. Here's the Estonian embassy, yeah. And then there's the French one. Or surrender country as they call it. I'm kidding. Swipe coon. Don't hunt me down. Welcome to John Lennon's wall. Not Vladimir Lenin, John Lennon. Beautiful little square. And look at all these wonderful works of art. Yep. The Lennon wall.
Побыстрее. Отойди чуть-чуть дальше. Точно так же.
Yeah, that's a former Sokol, basically.
Mhm.
It's like a sports organization for the youth.
Ah, gotcha.
It still is one,
Mm-hmm.
but now they have a pub.
It's how alcoholism feels from the youth. Back at Undell Station with a very talented musician. Now waiting for my next tram. Beautiful Prague. I love it here. Actually, I decided to briefly check out Undell Mall while I still have time, so yeah. It's a much bigger mall than the last time, that's for sure. Yeah. I know most of the shops are closed, but I'm just curious what the food court is like. Of course, I'm a foodie, y'all. Sue me. I am gonna come back here to eat eventually, so just gonna check out what they have. Yeah. Well, that's Undell Mall for you guys. It's a pretty beautiful mall. From the top floor. Yeah, got a bunch of food courts right here. A lot of Asian places for whatever reason. So, of course, got McDonald's. So there's that. And then there's the movie theater, cinema. It's blocking the sign. Cinema City. Yep. Yeah, got the other bottom floors right here. So it's pretty nice. All right. But now I actually need to get home. So check you in a bit. This is what Prague is like at nighttime, ladies and gentlemen. It's not always Charles Square or all the touristy spots. Remember, every country on earth isn't just the touristy spots. They're normal places where normal people live. Always remember that. And be respectful. What is up, guys? This is Mr. Lawrence here. It's almost 9 here now. I just got back from another long-ass day exploring around Prague. Now back in my Airbnb. Whew. Man, I think I've lost a lot of calories just because we walked so much around the city. I think Cap can also attest to that. And you'll probably see from all the footage that I've accumulated of, yeah, just how everywhere we went. And yeah, my body's also feeling a little bit sore now, which isn't really a good thing because tomorrow I'm going to go hiking with the Cap in this place called Bohemian Swiss. It's basically the mountains close to the border of Germany. So yeah, excuse me. Man, I'm gonna need another good night's rest. But the fortunate thing about today, though, is that jet lag has not been a huge factor or an influence because of the good night's rest of sleep that I had yesterday. So yeah, I slept like a baby last night. So, and I hope to do so again tonight as well. But anyways, as you can see from all the footage previously, yeah, we went down Charles Bridge. We went to the park and some of the lesser known. Hold on, what is that? Okay, it's just a little bug. I don't mind it. Yeah, went around the park and some of the lesser, like less touristy areas of the city where a lot of the neighborhoods are, and that's honestly the favorite parts of any foreign country that I visit. You know, it's just to see how regular people live their lives underneath all the glam and the overly sensational touristy parts. So yeah, and they were also more shaded and less bombarded by the sun. So yeah, it was nice to cool down in that place as well. In case you haven't caught me complaining about the sun. Yeah, so there's that. But what else did we do? Oh yeah, we visited the National Technical Museum, where we got to see a lot of Czechoslovak vehicles and their technological marvel, which, that's the one thing that really surprised me about Czechoslovakia and even the Czech Republic to this day is just how involved they were and even advanced in their own right within the space or field of aerospace engineering. A lot of planes originated from Czechoslovakia, which, yeah, it really surprised me. But when I asked the cap about it, apparently it's because Czechoslovakia was a landlocked country, unlike, a lot of other European countries. So, yeah, they had to rely on air transportation to, reach around the world. And there were a lot of prominent Czech businessmen and industries that were very, internationally connected, in terms of, business dealings and whatnot. So yeah, they really didn't have a choice but to, advance their own aviation industry, you should say. So yeah, props to Czechoslovakia for that. I think there's even a quote of the sky is their sea because they're landlocked. So yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling. So there's that, and we also visited the Cold War Museum, which, yeah. Apparently, I only learned this after the tour, but yeah, the actual bunker that you saw is owned by the hotel that it's below in, because which is the Yalta Hotel, I believe. Yeah, so, but it's the only one Cold War bunker that's actually open for tours now, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, apparently before the Iron Curtain fell, when Czechoslovakia was still communist, the hotel was kind of used to spy on a lot of foreign tourists. So yeah, which, let's be real, a lot of them, or not a lot, some of them probably were intelligence agents from abroad. Yeah, and which included both West and East. So yeah, so that was another interesting thing to see. Yep. And the tour guide was a little bit unhinged as well with his level of humor, but hey, that's just being Czech for you. Czech people have some very particular sense of humor, as they would like to call it. They are a professional so-and-so. Professional name callers, we'll put it that way. Yeah. So, man, I'm sorry for coughing. I do have a bit of a dry mouth, so yeah, it's from all the touring around the day. But it was pretty hot today in Prague as well, so that's why I kind of regretted wearing my hoodie, which, yeah, 90% of the time, like, especially after the morning, I just ended up carrying it around with me. And because I was constantly bombarded by the sun, yeah, I was dehydrated as... What was that noise? I was dehydrated... I cannot speak. Dehydrated as hell. So, yeah. When we had dinner at one of these little beer gardens, I forgot what it was called. Yeah, it's the one place that the Cap loves to go a lot. For the weekends a lot. Yeah. That first beer. Oh man, I felt like I was at a trance. I was going to heaven. Oh. Yeah, we both immediately downed our first glass of beer, and yeah, and then the second one was when we got to more properly enjoy it. And I also had a glass of Fanta because you can't go wrong with that. As you can see, yeah, I got my glass of Fanta right here, which I'm gonna have later, along with these gummies, which I still haven't finished yet. So yeah, yep, there's that, and whew, man. What else is there to cover? Yeah. so far I've been really enjoying my time in Prague, and you know, it really does help that I'm meeting a friend here and you know traveling around with him, because if I came here alone, I honestly would not be as active as I have been. I'd be probably staying here in the Airbnb a lot more, just lounging around, and you know, it would be a lot more lonely. So, but nope, I'm glad that I made a friend online from this very country, and yeah, really enjoying the local experience, you know, the parts that aren't constantly infested with tourist traps. And yeah, and he's also been helping me a lot with public transportation as well. But then again, the wonderful thing about Prague's public transportation is that all public transportation is just done through one transit app, Litaka, I think it's called. Yeah, and it's very easy. Yeah, everything is done on card as well, you know. So yeah, as long as your credit card, you know, works abroad, yeah, you just scan it and boom, that's it. Just buy a 30-minute or 90-minute ticket, and yeah, it's pretty easy. So yeah, it's not like Germany where they're still like always cash obsessed and just going through all these stupid little bureaucracies. But I'm not here to complain about Germany. That's a topic for another video. But yeah, so very easy to navigate around the city, and yeah, which is why, again, like it really doesn't feel, what do you call it? I'm not getting this massive culture shock as I kind of expected. You know, yes, I have been to Europe before, I've lived in Germany before and whatnot, but then again, I've never really properly explored Prague as an adult. The last time I was in Prague was a child, and I have very faint memories of that. So yeah, there's that. But it's good to be back as an adult, you know, where I can finally drink the glorious Pilsners and yeah, just, you know, bounce around town, do whatever the hell I want, as opposed to following my parents around. So yeah. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I just took a shower as well, so I'm very refreshed, and yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. Probably gonna talk to my friend a little bit more, and maybe stroll around, lurk around YouTube a bit, and yeah, get another good night's rest. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to Bohemian, Switzerland, which is a national park of Czech Republic. It's in the mountains, and yeah, Cap and I are gonna go hike. So yeah, I think the train we're taking to Bohemian Swiss is gonna go at like 8:45. So yeah, close to 9. And it's gonna be a pretty long journey there. When we get there, we're also gonna need to take a bus ride as well. So that's another second element there. But hey, it's part of the journey, man. So, yeah. But man, hiking tomorrow, I feel like after we're done with Bohemian Swiss, the Cap and I are gonna need a massive meal. Like a big one to compensate for all the calorie burning. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe pork knuckles with potato dumplings. Yeah, something a little bit more hearty. Yeah, definitely. So, yep, so that's gonna be tomorrow, and in preparation for that, yeah, I'm gonna prepare myself for bed and get a good night's sleep. So, yep, that wraps up day 2 of Prague, and I will see y'all tomorrow. This is Mr. Lawrence signing out. Have a good night. Peace.